Alright, so we're back to this. So they're having a look into it. The feed's back up. We're back into that same situation now where we can't see what's being picked up. So
You may now select your heroes.
well, apparently the whole draft's done. And oh, whoa, a disruptor. Here we go. Darkseer will come out. Oh, it's going very fast, but there's a hero missing for Godsent. Anti-Mage is picked up. Now a fourth hero. There we go. Invoker comes out for Chicken Fighters, and Godsent, they'll have a Leshrac once again. We have a draft.
Phantom Assassin.
Oh, even a Phantom Assassin being picked up. The only hero missing was Snapfire. She jumps out from the grass and... well, there you go, guys. We're back up and running. Good times to be had. So I guess we could talk about the draft a little bit. Both teams pretty interesting drafts. It's not very often you get to see an Invoker pop out in the pro scene. It does indeed look like it's going to be an offlane Naga Siren again. But this time it'll be Chicken Fighters. And they do have a safe lane Anti-Mage being played by Charlie. Godsent though, they went for the POS 1 PA. That Darkseer should... CTO usually plays the position 4 role, I believe, so that's not... unless they've switched it up, unless they're going to put CTO in the offlane. But that doesn't really make any sense. Wish is on the mid Leshrac, and Boogie's on what's meant to be the offlane Slardar. So it looks like we have a position 4 Darkseer being played by CTO now. Which is very strange, to say the least. It's an interesting combination with the Slardar though, the Iron Shell with Guardian Sprint. He just rushes in, gets a stun off, and then just keeps bashing them. Can get a hell of a lot of damage out with this combination. It's going to be very hard to contest the lane for Chicken Fighters. We'll get into the game. I realize there's a banner at the top right now. I'm sure they're going to remove that. So we do have a pause coming out. And, oh, okay. We're back to this now. No, never mind. We're back to... I have no idea what is going on. Alright, looks like we are in the game. It just paused. Ooh. I suppose I should say, I do like Godsent's draft. It does seem pretty dominant in the lane stage. I do get a little concerned when you go later on though. Like, you're up against an AM. Sure, you have a PA, but AM's AM, right? He just goes ratting the lanes and, you know, farming like a madman. The Naga Siren, I'm not a big fan at all. I'm not sure how Chicken Fighters plan to run this Naga Siren. Obviously, they did go for the Naga Disruptor combo, though, so that's the whole reason why they even bothered with it. We'll see how many of these huge songs they can land. Of course, Godsent, they had a few decent ones, but they weren't overly great. Chicken Fighters may be wanting to prove a point here, wanting to prove how to play it. It's very interesting to see this combo in the CIS region, though. Casted so much Chinese Dota, and in China, this combination used to be extremely popular. But you never used to see it anywhere else. It was always just China running the Naga Siren Disruptor. And, well, we finally get to see it in some other scenes. Basically only picking the hero for song, though. Saberlight, gonna say hello to Era. We'll use the mirror images.
The battle begins.
And Bounty Runes looks like it's going to be a 3-for-1. Chicken Fighters, they have one left on their side. Saberlight will go ahead and claim it for himself. So it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade on those bounties. A nice little start there once again for Chicken Fighters. Godsent actually going to be running a tri-lane at this bot lane. So they really want to ensure this AM has a very hard time. Chicken Fighters do respond with the same. Snapfire Disruptor and the AM. I don't really think their tri-lane wins out though. Like, Godsent have the support Darkseer, and just the Ion Shell spam can be a little too much to deal with in this lane. Chicken Fighters, I'm gonna be kind of shocked if they keep this tri-lane up, but perhaps they won't have a choice. If Godsent don't TP a support out of there, then you've got to kind of keep it. Of course, mid lane, you do see Wish up against Supreme. Supreme going for the Quas Wex build. Probably will just end up building a Spirit Vessel, as we've seen more and more Invokers do these days.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Supreme actually seems to be having a pretty good time so far up against Wish. Not really struggling in terms of CS. Usually with the Quas Wex Invoker, in the early levels, you really struggle with those creep last hits, but not so much this game. Not yet anyway. Now CTO, trying to go for a pull of that creep wave. Milan's going to be very, very annoying. He does at least stack it up, so there's going to be a double creep wave coming down to this bot lane. So a lot of XP, a lot of gold that'll be coming Godsent's way. See if Chicken Fighters can deal with it. A little rough.
In service to imbalance.
Surprisingly enough, the man on top of the last hits board is actually going to be Saberlight on the Nagasaran right now in that off lane. Because he has been left alone with the PA, it's a pretty easy lane to contest. I believe Era may actually struggle quite a bit just alone with that Nagasaran, especially as those levels go up. Oh boy. What is this? Alright, looks like the feed has started lagging a little bit. Hopefully that won't keep up. Wish. Got chased down by Supreme. He'll be okay, but Supreme looking to cancel off the salve. Wish has got most of it off anyway. Not really going to be too afraid of that, as OKC could be the first blood here in this game, and he is. Seneko will be the one to pick up the kill on the Disruptor. The reason for that is the Darkseer has left the bot lane for a bit. He's gone over to the jungle to try and secure some XP and farm himself. But when they see the opening, they take a very, very easy support kill. Of course, they would have loved to see that kill go to the AM, but they won't mind too much. Not too big of a deal. The AM is farming pretty decently as well, considering the tri-lane he's up against. 14 last hits, 4 denies so far. And it kind of makes you wonder what Godsent's trying to do if they're still allowing this AM to farm. Perhaps he's not farming at his full potential, but it is still an AM who can just rush Battle Fury and farm very, very quick. Like Boogie will get a creep wave pulled over towards his tier 1 tower. As a Slaughter, you'd love to feel more confident in this lane. This feels like they're not really applying pressure. Speaking of not applying pressure, Era having to solo up against Saberlight, who's borderline free farming on this Nagasaran. Kind of makes you think the Nagasaran's the position 1 in this game. I suppose that is maybe somewhat of a strength to pick Naga offlane, as she could transition to a pos 1 if it was really necessary. Never mind that though. Boogie going to be chased down bot. He will find an AM courier, but it looks like it's going to cost him his life. Boogie really had no choice in the matter anyway. He was dead though. OKC, he got stunned up by the cookie of Milan. Now a nice glimpse back from Seneko. The body blocks as well, and OKC will go down to Charlie on the AM. That'll secure them a 2k net worth lead for Chicken Fighters. And again, I'm asking the question, where's CTO in all this? He's still just farming up the jungle. But what was the point of this support Darkseer pick if you aren't even going to utilize him in lane? Seneko now just denies himself off to the bot tier 2. Just wants to get a hard reset, get back into the lane with full HP, full mana. It looks like CTO as well at the bot lane has slowly started making his way there. Perhaps he just felt like he was just too low a level where Iron Shell wasn't doing anything anyway. Now they make a jump onto Boogie, but Boogie, he just turns around and man fights Charlie. Iron Shell comes out on Boogie. Still Boogie, he goes down. CTO now going to try and find Charlie as a trade. The AM falling low. They're not low enough and there's no Iron Shell CTO. He had it on cooldown. He'll throw it out now, but Milan's controlling him up with Seneko and they find the kill. Oh, it's just so unfortunate. He was just a little late to the lane. He threw his Iron Shell onto Boogie, but Slaughter was already dead. So that Iron Shell was basically wasted. Now Wish trying to go for a dive onto Supreme, but he's copying more damage as he tries to bottle up. He does go down to Supreme on the Invoker. And the immediate tip comes out from Milan. And it's a 6-1 now at almost 7 minutes into this game. And this is getting more and more concerning as time goes on. Saberlight's still free farming on the Naga Siren. He is going for the pipe build. But it's not going to be good news if he gets this much farm and gets a pipe that quickly. They're going to try and dive the tier 1s down a bot against Seneko, getting body blocked for a second. Though now maybe they do find the AM. He does manage to blink out Charlie, surviving for now. Now the cookie comes out. Milan controlling up the slider once again. Meanwhile, the Invoker's TP bot after the AA. Still, they found Charlie. Charlie, do you have a blink? He does not. Tornado doesn't reach. The Iron Shell CTO, he does manage to find the kill, but it will cost so many lives. Miraculously enough, the AA got out of there alive. Supreme could not get him with the tornado, and it looks like he just TP'd in the tree line. They do end up getting the kill onto Charlie, but it's cost you Boogie, it's cost you CTO, and it's forced your AA to go back to the fountain. I don't know if you'd call that worthwhile. Like, you slow down the AM's farm, yeah, sure, that's great, but just Boogie's not going to really be a factor on this Slaughter if this keeps up. He's got nothing. He's sitting at a lower net worth than both the supports of Chicken Fighters. I realize Slaughter can be effective without farm, but I mean, man, you want at least a couple things, like maybe a couple braces, some treads. Be pretty nice. Luckily for the side of Godsent, Era is doing somewhat well in the PA. Still behind Saberlight. That is to be expected, as they have left him alone with Saberlight. Milan runs straight up to Boogie, gets a scatter blast off. Boogie, who are you trying to go for? He tries for Seneko, but again the cookie, and Charlie, he just blinks in. He wants a free kill. They'll get the stun off. Charlie doesn't have another blink, but they have Glimpse available. Milan will pick up the kill this time on the Snapfire. And this draft, I don't know, it's not working. Godsent are struggling a little bit. Charlie, he finds another. OKC goes down now on the AA.
Gotta get up pretty early.
It's 10-2. And the one saving grace is Era. Maybe you could argue Wish, but even Wish isn't farming that great on the left track. Boogie, gonna go for a bash to the deeps. Charlie's farm is pretty slow on the AM. Understandably. He is still trying to go after the Battle Fury though, it seems, as he has queued it up.
Dire are scanning.
This should make my life easier.
A soldier's fortune.
Wish. What about going on Snako? Doesn't have anything like a Yule's yet to set up.
Damage.
Loaded to the gills.
Era. Kind of forced to farm the jungle in this PA. Every time he goes back to the lane, he'll see Saberlight there, and he's like, there's no point even bothering. That Riptide damage is just way too high. The mid, Kinetic Field will connect onto OKC with the EMP flying out, and now the Mortimer's Kisses. They just want this easy kill, and they'll take it. CTO gonna try and set up a trade. Boogie, he'll come in with the stun, but a massive cookie coming out from Milan. It will stop anything from occurring. They'll trade Supreme now. The PA jumps in Era. They can't quite get him though. No, the Pulse Nova Diabolic Edict from Wish will be enough. So they find an even bigger kill. They could have just lost the support disruptor. Instead, they will lose their mid invoker. That does buy a little bit of time though for Charlie to keep free farming up, as there was a PA that had to rotate for these kills. Era, understanding how desperate the situation is for his team, getting involved where he probably shouldn't be. Wish now will find Snako in the mid lane, and they will find the trade.
Thou art pure.
CTO, can you at least find Charlie? Charlie doesn't have a blink and he gets blocked. Milan. He had a second off blink. Still, it looks like they are going to find more chicken fight as they rotate Supreme back in. Okay, see, it will go down, but you're not going to be happy about your AM losing his life. And I kind of question what Charlie was even doing there. I think you're just better off just continuing to try and farm instead of getting involved in these team fights as an AM this early. Does give a little bit of net worth away to Godsent as Boogie. What is that TP? Snako, of course, has Glimpse available. Static Storm and Kinetic Field does find the kill. They get the mid tower. Ice Blast, Supreme, and Milan both going to cop at CTO. He wants to go for the easier kill. Milan looks like he's still going to manage to get away. In fact, he's not even afraid. He's going to go back to farm now. And he does survive the Ice Blast.
Illusion.
14 to 5, 4k net worth lead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Era at least does get a Demon Edge up, and he is also going for that Battle Fury. Battle Fury obviously going to be very, very good up against the Naga Siren. Just clear out those illusions in basically one crit. As soon as one crit hits, those illusions are gone. Not to mention Battle Fury is just so much value right now. It's just one of those crazy meta items in the game at the moment that every POS 1 just wants to pick up. Supreme, Tornado, right through the middle. Wouldn't quite catch anyone.
Dire's structures are fortified.
BTO. Just going to try and slow down Charlie a little bit, but now you'll see Supreme coming in. From the right side, CTO going to get caught. EMP's there as well. Charlie just going to go ahead and clean up. It's a very easy kill. Godsent, they have to be a little wary of making silly plays like that. It seems kind of decent, but it really has no effectiveness. Like, Charlie doesn't mind Iron Shells anymore. We're 14 minutes into the game. I don't think he cares about that little bit of damage. At least they get a bot T1. So Godsent, they get something. But that is the most, like, the least valuable tower of the game. Slowly but surely, Charlie's net worth is starting to go up very quickly. It's caught up almost to Era, about 700 gold behind the PA. Still trying to go for that Battle Fury. It is going to be late timing. So bot lane, Era. Going to get caught out. Does he melt? He does. the earn there from the Invoker, but Boogie, he gets double stomp off. Saberlight, though, controlling up Wish in the back lines. They found Supreme on the Invoker, at least the Snake now going to try and run away. He does get bashed up and he should go down. Saberlight still going for more, though. He'll go after OKC now. He does have a double damage rune active and he does get the kill. Boogie's the only one left over. He'll go back for the bounty, but Milan, he doesn't actually get it. Boogie makes it there first. And it was a 2-for-3 trade. So you lost Arrow, you lost Wish, and you lost the AA for the Invoker Disruptor. Again, it's another win for Chicken Fighters as they found 2 cores for the price of 1. And Charlie's been farming while all this has been happening. Like, it's been really no issue for him. He's even chasing CTO now. CTO forced to drop the wall. Seneko gonna be there. He has Thunderstrike Glimpse though. CTO, I don't believe he has any way out of this. And yeah, Charlie, he just blinks forward. He claims another kill. That was your first wall usage as well. Just not really leading to anything.
Regeneration.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Got the Battle Fury up. His farm should escalate quite a bit now. I say that, but you look at Charlie. He's only 400 gold behind PA, and he'll have his Battle Fury up pretty soon. There's Saberlight with the pipe and Diffusal Blade, so he's just had a great old time, this Naga Siren. Way above anyone else on the map, and we kind of briefly mentioned him becoming a POS 1. It feels like he has. Even with the Diffusal, you just have such a power spike on the Naga Siren. Chicken Fighters, they maintain this 5k lead. Wish really having not much impact on this Leshrac, trying to get up some farm for himself so he can get involved. Every time he has gotten involved, he's just basically melted. Charlie now, Battle Fury up of his own, going pretty much exact same build as Era. Going into the Manta. Look at Saberlight, he's also buying a Manta. Everyone just wants a Manta right now. Wish and CTO. I mean, poor CTO's got nothing. In fact, they've given the Darkseer a Grove Bow to hold. Darkseer really benefits nothing out of the Grove Bow, but he's just holding it because it's probably the only item available to him to hold it for now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Their bot tier 1 gets pushed down here for Godsent.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They'll have no response. It was really just Saberlight getting that work done. He's trying to bait in the side of Godsent to move forward as his whole team is behind him. Godsent don't take the bait, but with that, Chicken Fighters, they just keep moving forward. They're going to take the bot tier 2 now. Wish would at least get his outpost back while they're doing that. And, no, never mind, we're good. Maybe we're not. Some buffering is happening. And this happened the last time I was casting this. It's the endless buffer.
Under attack.
Never mind, we're good, we're good. Alright, so, Chicken Fighters. Bot tier 2. They're taking it out. Alacrity there as well. Gonna be very, very easy.
Dire's
More
bottom
map
tower
control going to
has
Chicken
fallen.
Fighters.
Radiant's top tower
CTO
is
will
under
at least
attack.
get a top tier 1 for his trouble.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Holding 2.1k as well in this Darkseer. I wonder what he's intending to buy.
to the gills.
He went for the Blink Dagger. Okay. Guess the Blink does make enough sense. Mid lane. Invoker got caught out, but Supreme just kind of walks out of there. No problem. I'll just go Ghost Walk. Era feeling the need to go straight into a BKB, and I can't disagree with him. BKB is going to be very, very important this game. So many spells that can just hold him in place.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Supreme gonna be picking up a... Well, there we go, mid lane. I was wondering where we were gonna switch. Era does go down on the PA. Not sure how it happened. We seem to be really looking at these neutral items for some reason. Roshan gonna be taken now. Chicken fighters. Easy Roche. Ice Blast gonna fly in, but nobody's there to contest this. You've got CTO on the Darks here. He doesn't have wall right now. And well, he does go for the vacuum, but he jumps in as well, but he's gonna give his life away. He tried to go for the Aegis Snatch. Maybe if you had wall, maybe it would have been enough to create enough chaos, so you could have gone for that Aegis Snatch, but it was still a good attempt. He almost timed it perfectly, but not quite.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bot lane, Supreme, gonna cop an Ice Blast, but he's definitely found OKC on the AA. Tornado to finish him off. Very easy kill for the Invoker. He'll just rotate to the mid lane with the rest of his team, and they found Boogie apparently. Saberline, he'll just clean up that kill.
Radiant are scanning.
And you just found two heroes going down for really no reason apart from being out of position.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Chicken Fighters going to that mid tier 2. That's going to only leave one outer tower left standing for Godsent, and Chicken Fighters, they're just going to forget about that outer tower up at the top lane. They'll go straight into the mid and go for the tier 3. And both those heroes that did go down don't have buybacks, so this is going to be a free tier 3 tower being taken by Chicken Fighters, and they're probably going to have enough time for this Rax. In fact, yeah, they'll definitely have enough time for this Rax. Godsent aren't even trying to defend this.
Dire's middle barracks are
Now they'll try and punish. Wish gets Tornado off onto Saberline. Wall and Vac, not really that effective. It was only on 2 heroes. They will get Seneko at least. Era cleans that one up. Everyone else just going to TP out with the song though. Charlie, he'll just blink out of there, and he's got Aegis anyway, so the chances are he's going to be able to get out safely. They found the mid-melee Rax. That's what they came for, so they'll be happy. And Godsent, they are just left on the back foot. They're just trying to catch up. They're 13k net worth behind, and it is not a great position to be in when you've got a lineup like this that kind of just wants to gain momentum and just start snowballing. Era just trying to desperately get that farm up. He's got his BKB. Going for the Deso next, and once the Deso comes out, you know, obviously PAs, they do start hitting very, very hard with the Desolator. Chicken Fighters, they're just taking their time. They'll go up towards the top lane. Tier 2 tower is still left standing there, so they'll probably go clear that up before they go anywhere near the high ground again. But this does seem like a repeat of how things went in game 1, except this time they have such a huge lead. Charlie, I mean, he's going to be chased down. There's Boogie right behind him. They're going to spot him out. Charlie, where do you blink to? He does blink directly south. And surprisingly enough, they don't make the jump. So Charlie gets away with his life intact. Chicken Fighters get a free tier 2 tower.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Godsent is just getting nothing.
Radiant's
Lines are being
middle
drawn
tower
out now
is
towards
under
that top lane. They want to take a team fight. As we are going to have the buffering start again.
attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So this team fight may happen very soon as well, as Chicken Fighters have started moving into that mid lane, but we do have more buffering, but it looks like they are going to jump onto Era. Blink in, Charlie hoping for a bash, not getting one as of yet. Still doesn't get one, very unlucky for Charlie. Trying to man fight, there it is, and he does just mana void.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's a fair question, Charlie. That is a fair question, Era. He does not have buyback either. Ice Blast, back. He's going to be there. Where's the wall? Static Storm was there in time, apparently. Cookie to stun up. Saberlight, he gets CTO. Charlie, meanwhile, just at the fountain, just clearing them out. He'll blink out just before he ticks out to the Diabolic Edict damage. They'll get a glimpse back onto Boogie, who does throw a stun out, but he is dead.
Dire's top
This game is looking like it may be over. Aegis does expire at least, so they have a chance. But look at Charlie. He just blinks in towards the fountain. He finds OKC. Wish does not get bashed up, so he'll survive. They'll blink out. Now the Mortimer's Kiss is just flying into the fountain. They've called it. They've said, GG, we've had enough of this torture. And Chicken Fighters will pretty easily take game number 2. And they'll win the best of 3 series 2-0 for tonight. So big congrats to them. Of course, this is the group stage of the main event, so it's not too big of a deal. There's plenty of chances for both these teams to get more points on their scoreboard, especially for the side of Godsent, who are actually playing tomorrow. And they'll be playing up against Bait, or B8, which is Dendy's team tomorrow. So that'll be pretty darn interesting. Still, that was the only series on tonight, unfortunately. Like I said, we do have 2 series on tonight. First one would be between B8 and Godsent. Second one would be Chicken Fighters and Aggressive Mode. So if you are enjoying, we'll be back tomorrow night around the same time. It is MLP Dota. It's been enjoyable. There wasn't too many technical difficulties today. I mean, apart from the start where we missed the whole draft, but hopefully as the days go on, the technical issues will get a little less bad. Still, it is MLP Dota. I'll see you guys all again tomorrow night for some more exciting Arena of Blood games. Catch you then. You guys have a great day.